My name is Uthayaseelan, but I prefer to be called as Jazz, and I'm a trainee as Pathology Assistant at Logan Hospital. I go to Woodridge State High School and I'm in year 11. My dream is to become a surgeon. My parents, they have health problems which cannot be solved easily, and we've been to a couple of doctors and they said it is impossible, and then that made me really want to do something for them, and drew my attention to medicine, and that's what made me want to become a surgeon. So I went to my vet office at Woodridge State High School and asked the teacher whether she has any traineeship that's related to medicine, and then she offered me this traineeship and I was happy with it. I applied for it and I got it.
The impact of these school-based trainee programs is immense on the individual. There's a definite sense of pride that goes along with achieving it and securing a place.
Before I came into the lab, I was excited and enthusiastic, and then I was happy. It was just like a mixture of feelings together. But then when I arrived here and looked at the work, it was very nervous and very unsure.
Quite a large leap. I think it probably would seem a little bit overwhelming to most students. I think the important thing to remember with that though is that this is the sort of workplace and field where you gain little bits of skill at a time. It's certainly a gradual process.
But as weeks and months went on, I got really comfortable and confident in doing the job.
It was a wonderful opportunity for Jazz. I think I saw him grow greatly as a young man. He developed many communication skills. Certainly worked away on his confidence. I know he started quite timid and shy when he was here, but he certainly developed that confidence.
One of the first tasks was to receive samples from doctors, nurses and patients and process them into the system and then put it into the relevant section for testing. When I first came, I was watching other people do the process. After 2 to 3 weeks, they let me do it on my own, but still supervising me. And then I got to know better because I was doing practical stuff, which made me understand it better.
Still remember my year 10 science and then starting in this job, and there's certainly a big gap there, but there's elements that you'll definitely come across from science that you can start with, even just knowing your periodic table, chemistry, things like that.
When I arrived here, I felt like I wasn't going to take this much work and I'm not going to know all of this. It was very hard to learn, but then as months and weeks went on, I was like, okay, I could get this. And then I learned, and I'm still learning every day.
Health intrigues young people. They don't always know that there's other opportunities out of those that they regularly know. Pathology Queensland, we're excited to take some young scientific minds as an opportunity to see whether it would work for them.
After I got familiar with the first task, I went down to aliquoting, which is like advanced. Aliquoting task involves preparing the samples, separating them, and then sending them to other labs to get tested. I enjoy everything, but especially those harder tasks, which makes me want to learn even more, because sometimes I don't get it, and just that it motivates me to learn even more and more.
So whilst at school, they have the opportunity to work 1 day a week with their employer and secure real-world experience whilst gaining a Cert III qualification, which is a really great foundation for them in attaining employment post-school, but also going on to further study, whether that's Cert IV or diploma or even tertiary education post-school.
These traineeships allow a great deal of work experience, which is a great advantage to these students going forward into their future career paths. It's definitely going to send them out there into the workforce with a greater set of skills than those that haven't had this opportunity.
I see this traineeship as my stepping stone to my medical career in the future, and I really hope that this will benefit me.